Chapter 10 of Wildflowers of the Farm by Arthur O. Cooke. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Maida Savares. Chapter 10 In the Cornfield. Continued. Besides the poppies, there is charlock in the field. Not much, Mr. Hammond will be glad to know, for he has been trying for many years to get rid of this plant altogether. Pretty as the yellow blossoms of the charlock are, it is one of the most troublesome weeds which the farmer has to fight. It is only an annual, certainly, and each seed pod holds no more than 6 or 7 seeds. The seeds, however, are oily, and this oiliness preserves them. If they are plowed deep into the ground, they may live there for several years and will produce a plant then turned up again by the plow or the scuffle. Mr. Hammond tells me that some years ago this field was full of charlock, and in the early summer there would be more charlock than wheat to be seen. This is how he got rid of it. Every year he plowed the field and got it ready for the crop as early as possible. Then the charlock sprang up before the crop of corn or turnips was sown. Thus it could be rooted out. Still, as we see today, there is a little left, though it is growing less each year. Charlock is wild mustard. There's more seed than blossom here today, for the flowering time for charlock is in June. If we choose some seed from a pod, we shall find it hot and biting to the tongue. In some parts of England, many farmers grow mustard as some of their crops. Near Willow Farm, some farmers grow mustard as a catch crop. They sow it in autumn, as soon as another crop was being taken off in the field. In the spring it is eaten by sheep, or else it is plowed in. A catch crop plowed in like this enriches the land. Moreover, a number of weeds are buried with the catch crop before they have time to blossom, to shed their seed. The yellow blossom of the charlock is pretty, and the poppy is the finest scarlet wildflower we have. There is a third flower among the wheat today, the beautiful blue cornflower, or corn blue bottle. It is no more welcome to the farmer than the poppy and the charlock are. It is a perennial, and therefore difficult to get rid of. Moreover, when we pull up a stem, we find it quite hard work. It is so tough. These tough stems blunt the sickles of the reapers and the knives of the reaping machine. To us it is only a very beautiful flower. The florets in the center of each blossom are dark purple, but the outer ones are of a brighter blue. The leaves are long and narrow. Those near the bottom of the stem are rather broader than those higher up. The stems themselves are not round, but angular. We can feel corners or angles as we hold one in our hand. They are also covered with a kind of down. There is another flower which we shall see better if we come to the stubble field after the wheat is cut, but some of it is near the gate today. This is the smaller bindweed. We see that it is a relation of the large bindweed in a garden hedge. It has leaves and flowers of the same shape, but the flowers are smaller and are pink and white. Those of the large bindweed are rarely anything but pure white. This is another troublesome weed here. It does not climb as the large bindweed does, but creeps along the ground, twining round everything it meets. In the potato field it is often even more troublesome than here. Corn is cut, but potatoes are dug out of the ground. The small bindweed forms such a thick carpet over the field and twines round the potato stems so closely that it is often very difficult to dig up the potatoes. Here is another little flower which I am glad to show you now, the scarlet pimpernel. This and the poppy are the only scarlet wild flowers we have. There are many pink and also many purple flowers, but only those two are really scarlet. The pimpernel differs from the poppy in almost everything except its color. The poppy has a tall, stout stem, and its blossoms are very large. The pimpernel trails on the ground and has tiny flowers. The blossoms of the poppy have 4 petals. Those of the pimpernel have 5. These are beautiful scarlet, but not quite so bright a scarlet as those of the poppy. The leaves grow in pairs, and the small bare stalks which carry a flower at their ends spring from the stem beside the leaves. The leaves are sessile on the stem. Turning a leaf over, we find that its underside are black or dark purple spots. The blossoms of the pimpernel close up when the rain is near, and it is often called the poor man's weather glass. Sometimes, but very rarely, a plant is found which has pink or even pure white blossoms. There is also a blue pimpernel. Another pimpernel is the bog pimpernel, but we shall not find it in this dry field of corn, as you may guess by the name. One more flower we will look at, and then it will be time to leave our cornfield and to search elsewhere. Growing on the hedge bank at the side of the field is a pretty lilac blue flower on a long bare stalk. It is the field scabious. The blossoms are in shape like a round ball, very much flattened like a round pincushion. There are no large petals here as with the poppy, but a great number of small florets. Those on the outer edge of the blossom are larger than those inside. Each floret is a tiny tube or pipe. The leaves are on separate stalks from those which bear the flowers, and they grow in pairs. They are divided into several pairs of lobes, with a single lobe at the end of each leaf. Some leaves grow from that part of the stem which is underground, and these are larger than the others, and are sometimes of a different shape. Both the leaves and the stem are hairy. End of chapter 10.